following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
And we're recording. He's crazy like a fool. Big Daddy Cold Diesel!
Ding 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 ding.
Right, so, there you are, having had that discussion. You're all gathered together, making the groups meaningless.
At this point, yes. Okay, so we got to get to the director's office. Has anybody got any idea where that is?
We never saw it in any of the rooms that we went past beforehand, but, I mean...
You've still got at least a floor to go.
We do have a floor to go.
Well, usually the director's office is at the topmost floor, so that they can look down upon all the peons, like ants that they are compared to him. You know, kind of the sort of imperious sort of oversight that maybe a certain evil professor might have when looking down upon poor, victimized, dreadfully handsome, highly innocent and likable psychic boys.
What?
Me.
Plus, it's like the penthouse suite. What? Top floor, prestigious.
Have the biggest, swankiest office. Oh well, that's our priority at the moment. So I suppose we go up another floor and split off and find the director's office. Whoever finds it first, notify the others.
Alvin, come here. Come here. You might want to remind Roxanne that we haven't checked in and it's been like half an hour.
Oh yeah, they probably think we've disappeared too.
Make it look like it was your idea.
You just Alvin me, you motherfucker. Noted. Hey Roxanne, might be a good opportunity to check in and say that we found somebody. And
can we even get communications out of here?
We haven't tried, but we might find comms in the building. If it's
it's in lockdown. I assume that means all external communication. Well, I mean, we could try, but
I have a brilliant idea, says Johnny. We walk out the front door and do it.
Well, I mean, that is an option too. Yeah.
Stephanie's like, I think the comm suite is on the first floor. Do we call it the first floor or the second floor when there's ground floor and then floor one?
I opt for the ground floor, first floor option.
Okay, on the first floor, like just opposite all those conference rooms, there was a comms suite in there, I think.
Okay, we don't need all of us to check in. Any volunteers? I want at least 2 people.
Well, wouldn't sending Johnny... So the one person?
Surely the chain of command should be preserved, so that means you have to be one of them.
You will have to be the one that reports in. But you're going to have to take people that can get through any tech problems you're going to find. So.
Well, we can't rely on Derek. He's fucked off somewhere and we don't know where.
Well, in which case...
That's Raven.
I wouldn't rely on Derek anyway.
Hey, it's a beard! And the beard is late work, I presume?
Yeah. Always work. Oh, there are things on this drive.
Yeah, there are. I even managed to find a bunch of dog fucking videos.
Of course.
That's all it is.
Me pretending like that's not what
It's
I asked
hard
for.
to find an amount of dog fucking videos that fills up that much space, to be honest.
You don't live at this house.
That's what Germany's for.
Germany.
And Linda Lovelace.
You can play the fun game.
It's not actually full, but I've got to the point where I'm like, I actually don't even know what you wanted or have seen, so I'll throw that at you, and if it's insufficient, you can throw it back, and I can be like, fine, dog fucking it is.
You can play the fun game of this movie named Miami Connection, really Miami Connection, or is it
the carpets that are underneath you are not tacked down at the edges.
Sure.
So if you fuck around on the chair a bunch, and the carpet folds up, then I'm sending them your billing address.
You also might pull a heater.
It should be fine, it's not a chair.
Oh, what?
You also could pull a heater into the thing if it tacks up.
Oh yeah, don't back into the heat pump either. Try to keep your breathing to a minimum. And if you need like some soy infusion, our neighbour's a Karen.
I think I breathe quieter than anyone else here.
Ah, you've seen the notes.
Those noises you hear, they're Stephen eating. Mister, I've lost my pen. Oh, it's in my hand. Doesn't get to laugh at Stephen's eating noise.
No, it's in his upper sleeve.
That was the second time.
That was the second
Nothing
time.
up my
Oh.
Hang on a minute, mister. This is just a rubby thing. Doesn't get to criticize dogfucker McPusington here.
Shit is going.
That's right, mister, I can't tell a tall joke. Doesn't get to criticize.
I thought it was going to be dimmer switch.
You save
But
it
he
for
can't
later.
tell a dimmer switch. That's a terrible sentence. Why would I say that, you mongoloid? Hope you bought your character sheets.
I don't have paper. It doesn't fit, but I have it all. And I have it all in spreadsheets on my phone.
Anyway.
That is so Ray. That is so Ray. I love it.
Okay, let's make this simple. Team Alpha will check in. The rest of yous will go to floor 3 and start
Alright, so
searching.
Team
for-
Alpha, which is Roxanne, Alvin, Bonnie, and Derek?
Roxanne, Alvin, Wanda, Dixie.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we made it really difficult when we put players in all the different teams.
Okay, yeah, you fuck off.
I think we need Johnny to come up to the director's office because he's the only one that's probably seen one before and will notice if anything's out of place.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, but we haven't found the director's office. He's already on one of the teams to search for it. So
But he's on his own. He's a
Right, so everyone splits
floater.
up and looks for clues, and these fucktards go outside. Or to the communication. I
we'll
don't
go
know
to the
what you
communications room first. I
Okay,
suppose.
cool. There it is.
Okay.
You can see it even amongst the flashing red emergency lighting.
Can we get inside?
I don't know, can you?
And then we
It's
try and
very
open
hard.
the door.
Okay, so you open the door.
Yes.
That is how you get inside. So good job there. Roxanne, everyone. Brilliant tactical leadership. I don't know why. It'll wear off in a bit, don't worry about it. Yes, there's a suite of sophisticated 1950s era technology for communications.
Okay. And there's no people frozen in time with special belts on at the moment?
You don't see any.
Okay. What, do I need to make a perception check? Or is...
You can do that if you want. But you don't have to.
Well, I figured when you walk into a room you can usually look and tell without...
Yeah, you can. That's called a regular check.
24.
Do you have any couple of points to add to that? Just a few
No,
more? No,
it's just
that's
24.
It? You don't see anybody suspended in midair as if they're frozen in time wearing special belts.
Yeah.
It was more of a harness.
He said belt.
I was being vague.
Yeah,
And
and
specific.
vaguely you don't see anything like that.
Yeah. Then look for some communications equipment.
Oh yeah, you've already seen that. Look at it all. That 1950s era communications gear I just finished saying
Yeah.
that was there. There it is. Get it. That's your plan.
Send the nerd at it.
The nerd.
Yeah.
I have a name.
She's not saying that in character.
I realize this. That's why I didn't say that in character. Except I did. Okay, you nerdlinger, you pathetic, drooling mongoloid who will never find happiness in society, heads off to the equipment, and they're like twiddling dials and listening to radio sets and hitting the little thing and clicking knobs and moving the interferon disc. And then she's like, yeah, no, there's some kind of interference. I can't get anything in around. Sorry.
Do you know if it's related to the lockdown?
I would surmise it is.
That's what I thought. Okay, we might have to do the walk out the front door thing then.
Oh no,
It's probably quicker to do that than to just work this out.
additional effort. Yeah, you're right.
Well, we're on a clock here apparently, so...
Okay. I'm not disputing you. Please don't punish me.
Just cock an eyebrow at her and then just... give the move out sign.
Careful. Asking her not to punish you. That's like waving a red flag to a bull.
These people are my heroes.
Despite the word lockdown.
Well, we broke a hole to get in, so. And we get all the way there before anybody finds anything on third
Yes, you
floor?
do.
Oh, okay.
Because they can't. They can't find it.
Okay.
It's not possible. They would need a natural 20 in those search checks they haven't made. I don't know why they're rolling dice now. It's too late, I said.
Fucking 19.
19.
You got 19 as well.
What happens? 18.
Well, they're out the way, because that's how that works.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know why Alvin's rolling. He's with us and not with
Well, some part of him
He can stretch quite well.
Yeah, I mean, unless he's looking on the way down to see, like, is it actually on one of these lower floors?
Is there like what looks like a janitor's closet, but it's got Grand High Director?
So we'll basically slip just outside the
Go
building.
outside. You're outside. The hot, humid air of Cold Rocks, Nevada hits you.
Roxanne contacted command, over.
You're overdue.
Yes, we are.
Report.
We had to step outside the building. There's interference from inside stopping our communication.
And you were prevented for doing this by about half an hour.
We had some interesting things we come across, and I will go into the gist of what we'd found.
Very well. So it is your estimation that everyone in the building has been swept into either phase space or locked in some kind of hilarious clown pose.
Or killed, or in at least one case, in the process of very slowly being killed.
Very well. Withdraw your teams. Your investigation is concluded.
You don't want us to
It is
proceed?
now time for a professional cleaning team.
Very well. I will meet up with the other teams and tell them that, sir. Over and out.
Well, I did not see that coming.
No, neither did I. I assumed we'd be dealing with the rest as well, because we're, if anything, we're more expendable than any of their professionals.
Thank you, yes.
You're also all malnourished and incapable of operating properly.
Oh,
read
please,
so.
it's only been a day and a half. It's
All
barely
of Dixie
malnourished.
It's like
needs
3
8
years.
square meals a day.
You're killing her. Slowly.
I don't even know why she's... No, because she's getting punished anyway, because it's not about...
Elwood
food.
could try solo it. He had some lunch, but...
Right. So you gather up your team, you get back on, you get put on a bus, and you get shipped back to the group. Right. So, Han, what are you doing? It's been some time you've been lost here. I will need a cartography check.
20.
Right, so you've been stuck here in this out-of-phase area for some time. And, conversely, you have different gear, which is already on your sheet. So
Yep.
you can give it. Recently, you've been intercepting a bunch of code sent by some kind of prisoners. And you found the facility they're in. It looks like this. There you go. Read my mind.
I was working on it. You didn't give me enough time.
Read my mind, Burger King customer. Yeah, it just looks like a big round thing, sort of, in the middle of what looks like a desert, where some assholes keep fucking around. You have basically 2 options. Try to spring them, or just fuck off and continue surviving.
No, if they're prisoners, I have to release them, especially with what.
I was really hoping you would choose fuck off and try surviving, so I could pull the old BioWare trick and be like, yeah, but no, you're doing it anyway. It looked like you had a choice, but fuck you. Okay, so your mapping skill was basically so you could map out the facility. And I realize cartography isn't necessarily localized mapping, but whatever.
Thank you.
You gotta know how to map things to know how to bring them down.
Yes. More explosives.
You can always fill in
How-
gaps in your
how
mind.
much?
No.
The amount of time you've been trapped here.
More explosives.
Yeah,
There's no how much
With
more.
enough explosives, you can turn many rooms into one room, and it makes it far easier to explore.
I didn't say how many.
I don't know if it necessarily makes it easier to explore. It makes the list to explore.
There's less rooms. There's one big one.
I already did that with a Spartan laser.
Oh, no.
Yep. So I'll try to find the best place to ingress.
Oh yeah?
There isn't, is there? There's only one doorway.
I mean, I didn't want to tell you that. I wanted you to look at the map and work it out for yourself.
They're an explosive
Appears to
expert.
be.
I
There is
can't
not
see.
one
I can't see
doorway.
anywhere. In.
There is a series of walls that all could be doorways.
it's all the potential doorways.
Gonna think like Han.
Yes, but when you don't know what's on the other side,
Echo. Volume 3.
You want an incredibly high cluster of guys on the inside.
There's a 40% chance we might survive if we're on the other side.
unless you take it out of the armor.
I'm still sticking with my numbers. We'll hide behind Mac. Mac's a god.
Okay, I'll
You mean Jason? He's clearly the best one.
Not even a member. The scrub
Still
team.
refuses to be a part of Vanguard too.
I hate to tell you this, son.
I already got you.
Guess what your next assignment was going to be?
But I already got you your commemorative mug.
That he's forced
Vanguard
into,
2.
It
You're
looks
in
like
the-
this.
forced into Vanguard 2 and 6-1 isn't even there.
He's the only one of Ray's characters I've ever loved.
Sexual.
Look at him. He's so good. The rest of you are all fuck-ups. I do not think he is yet.
Give it time.
I'm only gonna fuck up and then I fuck things up.
That's what the fuck is. You can say.
No, I mean I fuck them up.
Yeah.
Yes,
Good
yes,
save.
fuck up.
So, what you doing?
have I seen any other enemy patrols floating around?
Kind of hard to see anything in this place, but you could give me a check.
Uh, 24.
Not since a whole bunch of them left to go somewhere, but you're not a tracker, so you don't know.
Am I supposed to have hero points or anything yet?
No.
Just checking.
When it happens, you'll know. Because
we'll have hero points.
Well, points plural for some of you. Ray will get 1 because he has no previous actions in order to earn them from the last session.
He did things last session.
He wasn't here last session.
No, I mean, but his Spartans last session.
No, but that was months ago.
Yeah.
Don't count.
That's not how it works.
That's not how that works.
Get up 2 months ago.
He was winning magic tournaments.
Impressive feat.
Right, so I'm if I haven't seen anyone in the main doorway, I'm going in.
Alright.
Actually, no. I'll first set up a explosive outside to see if I can attract any attention first. Just find something to blow up.
But it didn't take long.
Yeah. He's already perfectly in character.
Solo and power armor.
You just think like me. What's your first choice? Set it on fire or blow it up? How about I do both?
That's why they made incendiary explosives.
couple of little triangular-shaped goo things come out the front after your explosive goes off, reducing the total number of explosives you have by 1.
Yep.
For nothing. Good job. Do it for me. And they look around and they seem to spot you immediately and start shooting at you with a bunch of green shit. It goes pew. It misses wildly.
Then I'm going to they're just small little creatures, are they?
Little blobs, yeah.
And then
Occasionally they've jizzed in your face. That's why you had to build a new helmet.
I'm going to go set them on fire
Okay. How are you doing that?
with a flamethrower.
Alright, and where are you getting that from?
I don't have a flamethrower.
I mean,
It's all
it
out
should
of
be in
ammo.
your
Sometimes
equipment list
I
if you do.
wonder whether Steven is
Flame
role-playing
it.
or just trying to be himself in the game.
Allegedly.
Pyro unit sprays flaming liquid.
Oh yeah, and you would, after all of these weeks, still have that flaming liquid left, would you?
It's on the sheet.
Be honest, Steve.
Honestly, I'd be lucky if they even have one charge left. And even my micro missiles, probably not.
Well then, that sounds like a decision you've made. It's not on me at all.
Oh no, it's on the sheet. It's on the sheet. It's there, right?
If he didn't admit that if he said he still had it, that'd have been sus. Would have to vote him
I'm
out.
going to call back to that time that we checked Tim's character's
Oh,
stuff up,
fuck,
and there was a bunch of
man.
shit he never paid for, and it was on his sheet. So I'm going to say no.
Yeah, the
I'm going to say I'm not going to make that ruling because of the
Well, hit
past
points,
sheets.
sorry, they were way higher.
So you weren't even there. You still getting fucked by Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
He'd respond, but he's too busy being miserable about his wife.
Yeah, and another kid.
The litany continues. The endless Tim children. Children of the dice cheat. He who walks behind the that's MR17.
Yeah.
We are not.
Yep.
Well, it's like this, right?
Well, that's a my favorite was oh, that's 17.
See?
See? He was actually really good at doing a noticeable roll in hand.
Yeah.
Oh, he was well practiced.
Well, because there's usually like a nice big number quite by a small one, so it doesn't take that much to get it onto one that's more favourable. So there's a one there that's 15 now.
That was why it was so funny when Noel let him know
Oh,
that we
you're saying
knew,
it's like-
and he kept doing this twitch, and then
You're right. There's at least one low number around every
Yes,
line.
that's how dice work.
That works.
Congratulations.
The opposing faces add up to 21. Like in any good dice.
I'm not a dice test. I don't know.
The dice.
Dice assist.
So what was these blobby things were most the gooey things that there was, wasn't it? That,
Goo, blob, Alvin, whatever.
yeah. So I know the knives don't work on it; it just mounts everything. So I would use the last of my
Summer
yeah.
wine.
Exotic butters.
Exotic butter.
I've got my flamethrower, so I'll use that.
No, why you didn't just say that in the first place? Fucking 10 minutes ago, back and forth here, and you could have just said, "I'll use my flamethrower." God, you're a son of a bitch.
This is why we need to start at 4 o'clock now.
Yeah, we thought we'd get less fuckery now.
Because of people like you. Right, use your. Well, roll an attack.
It's not an AoE.
Shh.
It is an AoE.
Yeah, so you don't even roll.
Yes, it's a cone. DC 20.
Oh, alright. See, combat's over. You should have just said that. Fuck, man.
Good to know. Flammable.
Everything's flammable.
If you try hard enough.
Tell that to Anne.
I love that you're playing like Halon Master Chief, put
She
out
might
the
be able to
fire
take
and
magnesium.
fire guy.
Yes, well, once I'm done nerfing the fire chief character, we'll see. I'm not done yet.
Yep, so I'll...
And Deus Ex, I'm taking all its combat stuff off it.
Master swimming.
See, I'll go in the entrance then.
Inside is a construction room where many autonomous flying creatures are welding things together. You don't understand any of it. Nothing looks explosive, so you lose interest immediately. They appear to ignore you
Makes
completely.
Then if they're ignoring me, then I'll
Light them on fire.
I'll just get
I mean, yeah, they lose any defense and resistance check, right? Because they just don't give a shit.
the problem is I've got
Unless they're airborne, these things don't have a defense.
yeah,
Hey,
and,
buggers.
Yeah.
but I don't have enough ammunition to empty out this facility and kill everything. That's what explosives are for when I find them. So
Sounds like a problem for like the you of tomorrow, or like the you in 30 minutes. Not the you of right now has bugs to burn.
Yeah.
can I pick up any readings on my radar, or
It's hard to get readings in this out of phase area zone.
nothing? No.
I mean, after
Even friendly-
you were captured and brought here, and you had to make your armor out of the creatures' bodies that tried to enslave you. Your memory keeps sliding off that event. You don't know why. Probably trauma. Probably something I'll exploit later to kill Jason.
But Jason's the only good one on the team.
He says
I do have a rocket launcher.
Head. You're not allowed to kill the black one until you kill the black one. Movie rules.
You can only have one token black guy.
To be fair, he's white. Inside black. He's like an Oreo. Or a Bounty Bar.
So I'll go
You don't
into.
taste very good.
So I can't even. It hasn't even been a blip of friendly or.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't work here. You're out of phase with reality, and the normal rules of the world don't seem to apply. For example, when you launch yourself off the ground into a jump, you just sort of bobble through the air.
So, like normal.
No. You are not fire chief.
I'll go to one of these smaller rooms, so I'll take the door south.
There's a door, so I'm not looking at the right map. I'm looking at facility 2. There we go. Construction room. There's a... okay. So you just go charging down the corridor quickly and efficiently?
No, I'll check the corridor
For
any enemy.
you don't see any enemy.
.15 17 perception.
And then you look up and you see a couple of goo monsters sleeping on the roof. Ceiling. This is a common habit they have.
It's just the two, and they're big beside each other.
Yes.
Oh wow!
You might therefore infer from the hue and shading that they are a breeding pair.
Gross.
I'll light them up
With what?
with my flamethrower.
Do you have any fuel left for that?
Yes, I found some more,
Where?
and that room has been constructed. It's the only thing I found.
You
in
didn't
there.
mention killing buggers and using their juices to fuel your flame canister, which is actually what you do.
Oh my god! Have I been doing that? Have I?
No, well, if
Well,
you've
it
still
is-
got flamer fuel left, then yes.
Okay, then I don't need to fill the canisters. They're full at the moment. Then
Oh, so you in fact torched that room.
not yet.
So
for
they're
previous
not
buggers.
Okay, then I've torched that room and I'm coming back in.
Okay.
My memory keeps sliding. I don't know why.
Okay, they didn't
Nice.
hear. They didn't hear that. They were too busy
Mating.
exchanging long strings of complex proteins.
Ah, flaming them. Fuck them.
Why didn't you just say that?
What, you're joining it?
Well, they're unaware, and it's a cone, so
Yeah.
I just have to roll this here toughness.
See if any of the eggs survive.
Eggs. Ah, you know.
If it's gross, it breeds with eggs. Them's the rolls.
That's a 19. That's not 7. Yeah. Okay. Cool. They're molten goos dripping down into the corridor now.
Can I avoid it?
No.
Touch it?
Well, then you're stalled, son.
I'll check the other corridor to see if I can go through there. Same thing?
Right. No, this one has a bend in it.
I'll check around the bend.
So you're rapidly moving through there very efficiently and quickly.
No.
So you're slowly taking a large amount of time to very carefully check the corridor as you go.
I'll check to make sure there's nothing in the roof.
And you're doing this without any kinds of checks.
No, I'm checking to make sure there's nothing on the roof.
One for each bend, please.
That force doesn't allow.
There's only one way to stop Labour's taxes.
Kill them.